Hello everyone, my name is Bridgette. I'm going to show you 3 of my favorite back bends today and different variations you can add into your practices. I would advise you warming up beforehand, warming up your spine, stretching your wrists, waking up your body, maybe doing a few flows before transitioning into any back bends, as they are big heart openers, chest openers, and they're working on the spine. So you want to make sure you're stretched, you have the blood flowing, and you're ready to open up. Let's get started. The first one I will show you is bridge pose. So you can bring your feet parallel with one another. All right, we're going to start with bridge pose. So you can bring your feet in front of you parallel with one another. Knees are slightly bent. Scoot your bum in towards your heels. Lay your back flat onto your mat. Reach your fingertips towards the back of your heels. How I like to set up is to reach my middle finger. Make sure I can touch the back of my heels. Place my palms onto the mat. And on my inhale, I'll lift my hips up towards the sky. Nori. Okay. Inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky for bridge pose. You want to make sure your inner thighs are squeezing together while your glutes are engaged, your core is activated. Option to shuffle your shoulder blades underneath your chest to make this a deeper back bend, tucking the tailbone in and releasing any tension in your neck. Pressing against the mat with your palms, your fingertips, and your knuckles rather than your wrists. And exhale, lower. Breathe here. You can knock your knees together. We'll do another round. Bring your knees hip width distance apart, parallel. Inhale, press with your palms against the mat. Bridge pose, lift your hips, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes, tuck your tailbone in. Option to shuffle your shoulder blades underneath your chest and interlace your arms underneath your lower back. And hold here. Stay with your breath. And exhale, lower. You can rest your lower back on your interlaced fingers. Breathe here. We'll do one more round of bridge pose, just to round it all out together. Bring your knees out to parallel hip width distance. Press into the mat with your feet. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift up your hips. Draw your tailbone in. Push your hips towards the sky as you open up your shoulders. Once again, elongate your neck. Feel your heart expand. Exhale, lower. Release your fingers and lie flat on the mat. Knock your knees together to open up space in your lower back. Start to roll yourself up to a seat. We'll come to camel pose. So you can come to sit on your heels on top of your knees. So you want to stack your hips above your knees in one straight line. Your feet are parallel towards the back of your mat. We'll go through 3 variations, actually 4 variations. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky, elongate your spine, draw your pinkies in to move your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, cactus your arms, open up your chest, tuck that tailbone in, push your hips forward. Draw your shoulder blades together. Breathe. Option to place your hands on your lower spine and push forward, deepening the back bend. Bringing your elbows together. Option 3, bring your palms at the back of your ankles. Deepen your back bend. Make sure that your neck is elongated and you're not cutting off any circulation in your nerves like that. You want to make sure gaze is upwards, pushing your tailbone in so your hips move forward, and you can elongate that spine in this heart opener. Also option to move one hand and make this kind of a movement. So sway forward, bring your left palm to your left ankle, sway all the way up, grab your right ankle and sway to the right. One more time, sway all the way. Open your chest, expand all the way to the right. And then you can reverse position, so widening out your wingspan to the front, grabbing your right ankle, opening up your back, opening up your spine, your chest, lifting your right hand, moving forward. Inhale, open your spine, open up your chest. Exhale, forward. And then when you're finished, you can come to sit on your heels, rest your palms on your thighs, and breathe here. Next option, we'll go into wheel. This is my absolute favorite. So you'll come to a seated position, place your feet out in front of you, set up just like we did bridge. So lower your back onto the mat. Your legs are shoulder width distance apart, parallel. Instead of placing your palms face down on the ground, you're going to bring them next to your ears. Your fingertips are facing towards your shoulders. And on the inhale, press up just as you would for bridge. Inhale, lift your hips, tuck your tailbone in, squeeze those inner thighs, and then press into the mat with your palms. Put your head on the floor and keep pushing up. Open up to wheel. Keep that tailbone tucked under so you can elongate your spine and open up the chest even more, pushing those hips towards the sky, making sure not to bend your neck like this. You don't want to cut off your circulation. You can try to straighten your legs, push towards the top of the mat, open up your shoulders, feel a deep stretch in your back, in your abdomen, and your arms. Exhale, when you lower, place your head back onto the ground, lower your hips, and knock your knees together. You can press one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Notice the sensations. Notice the stretching and the strength used in your body. We'll set up for a wheel one more time. So bring your knees parallel with one another, shoulder width distance. Your palms will come next to your ears. Inhale, lift your hips, lift your head, and lift your body all the way up to wheel. Pressing into the mat with your fingertips and your knuckles, feeling all four corners of your feet onto the mat. Tucking that tailbone in, lifting your hips, feeling a deep stretch. You can stay here for a few breaths or try to lift up one leg at a time. Keeping your tailbone tucked in. Maybe doing a stretch, figure four, drawing your foot on top of your knee. And exhale, start to lower yourself all the way to your mat. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, knocking your knees together. And gently open up your eyes. Start to place your palms at the back of your thighs. You can roll up to a seated position. After these back bends, it's really great to do some counter poses. So if you want to do seated forward fold or some twisting exercises, that's great to incorporate after stretching your spine, opening up that heart. Again, my name is Bridget. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, comment, send me any questions you have or feedback or anything you would like to see, any poses you would recommend to show you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Namaste.